Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do is Esper Spirits. So, Spirits deck, because we have a bunch of new spirits, well, a few more spirits, and that's all we really needed. But first off, we have Supreme Fountain, which came out in M19, core set 19, and 2 converted mana costs. Other spirits you can control get +1/+1, and it's a 1/3. And so, we have a Phantom Lord, or Spirit Lord, which is awesome. We also have Radiant Destiny in here. We have 2 of that and a Victor's Banner to also just pump up all of our spirits. Well, the best spirits that we got in this one, first off, Pestilent Spirit. 3 converted mana costs, Menace, Death Touch. Instant sorcery spells you control have Death Touch. Doesn't do anything for us in this deck, but that's cool. We could bring in the Carnival and Carnage or whatever, but it just didn't quite fit right. So anyway, but it's a 3/2 with Menace that can get bigger, and it has Death Touch, so it's going to be trading because at least 2 things have to block it. So we're at least going to be killing 2 of their cards, unless they're tokens. Whenever they trade off with that, so that's good. Foreboding Spirit is another one. It looks like Merchant, which is cool. But when Foreboding Spirit enters the battlefield, until your next turn, creatures can't attack you or Planeswalker you control unless controller pays 2 for each of those creatures. And then we have Ross's Contempt, just like a lot of removal stuff. We have Gravewalker. This is a card that's not on paper right now. It's only on Arena. I think it deserved a spot in this deck because you can only cast this if a creature is attacking you, so it's only against creature decks, but you can create 3 1/1 White Spirit creature tokens with flying. And if you have any lords at all, or anything that pumps them up, you can just all of a sudden create 3/3 blockers type of thing. And so pretty amazing for 5 mana in the right circumstances and in this deck. So I wanted to include it just because I think it is interesting and fun thing that you can do. We also have Twilight Panther, which is a good one against Death Touch. And there's just a lot of fun ones you can do with this. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Wish me luck, and here we go. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. Alright, up against Cold. And if you guys would, please leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. It helps me out so much. I've actually been doing really, really well. We're going to keep this. It's okay. Yeah, a little bit interesting. But if you guys would, please subscribe. I've actually been growing really fast for the Magic community, and it's been awesome. And so I just really appreciate, first off, everything you guys have been doing for me. Makes me happy and stuff. All right, we're going to play that tapped and then play Plains next. Just that way we get all 3 colors out immediately, just to see what comes. We can prepare for dual colors. Yeah, Plains. I'm going to go ahead and get down Departed Deckhand. So the issue with Departed Deckhand is that if it becomes targeted at all, it dies, and so you can target it with anything, and it's a removal spell. Like, and you can't. That's even your own like auras or anything like that. So it can't be blocked except by spirits, but it's only a 2/2 that can't be blocked, which isn't bad. Like it's I think it deserves a spot in this deck because with pumping or anything like that, it can be pretty awesome. All right, Silverbeak Griffin, a pacha. All right, Godless Shrine tapped. Swing in. And then Remorsal Cleric, and pass the turn. And I was going to trade off here, but I think if we can keep drawing lands up into Victor's Banner, it might be better just to have more stuff here. Interesting deck. What's going on here? Maybe I do block here. I feel like he's got to have some sort of removal. Alright, we're going to say no blocks. Pass the turn. Pass to my turn. Island. Confront the Assault will be good next turn as well. We can play that into Victor's Banner maybe. So let's go ahead and swing in. And then we're going to Varas's Contempt on their turn after they maybe do some stuff. So down to 14. We don't want them gaining life if we can avoid it, but we shall see. The other good thing about Departed Deckhand is that another creature can also, well, can't do that anymore, but it also can give something can't be blocked except by spirits, and so could get us the last points of damage we need. We're going to go ahead and Varas's Contempt. We'll see if they play anything else here. They gain life. I was supposed to wait till their end step, but I don't think they're playing anything else here. Oh yeah, it was on their end step. Well, Radiant Destiny's not bad. That actually is a way to stop the Chaplain. Alright, so Spirit. Swing in, all attack. And this has been a little bit of an interesting deck so far, but they are low on lands. They didn't. They kept like a 5-card hand. We've been playing really slow. Have a lot of expensive stuff in hand, but I like where we're at. Inspiring Unicorn is an interesting card. And this isn't the constructed event, so I'm interested to see this being like such a cheap deck, but it's not doing terrible for them. Alright, passes to my turn. These guys will get bigger, which is an issue. Pestilent Spirit is a really good blocker, especially as a 4/3. So this is other creatures you control. So they're probably not going to swing in there, so I'm going to go ahead and swing in myself. Alright, down to 10. Pass the turn. Angelic Reward. Alrighty, well, now we're looking for removal, because that is a lot of life gained. This is just like a cheap, funky deck, I guess. If they swing in, we trade off here. Man, that guy's big. I think we do have to trade off there just because we're taking a lot of damage here. We can't take too many turns of that. Alright, pass to my turn. Well, Silhouette helps. Now I'm kind of wishing I hadn't traded. Well, down to 12. And, man, so many good things at 5 mana right now. This would be amazing. Yep, Daybreak Chaplain. No land, but Supreme Phantom is not bad. And I'm guessing he just swings in to gain life. I'm not sure if we want to block just because Supreme Phantom... Like, it looks like they're playing a lot of tricky stuff in this deck. Alright, well now I'm fine blocking. Yeah, if you can't really defend anything, you might as well just play it so you don't die. Opponent's in good game. Do we have lethal with this? Yes, we do. So Vanquisher's Banner on Spirit. If he had swung in, he would have survived this, but does not. And we have Vigilance now, and down to 0. Perfect. Alright, well that is kind of how the deck's supposed to work. We only got down 3 spirits, but or I guess we got 4 down, but yeah, not bad. Alright, up against Batty. And I'm actually interested to see this guy play, because I played against him before, and I think he actually timed me out for the first like couple minutes, which is the dumbest thing you can do in a constructed event. Alright, keep this. We are going to go ahead and pay for the Twilight Panther. It's actually a decent card just for the Death Touch, and it blocks a lot of stuff early game. Well, pay the 2 Twilight Panther, and yeah, so I played against this guy earlier. It's in a different video that I'm doing, but I'm not sure I'm actually showing that game either, because he timed me out for like 3 minutes beforehand. Just the worst possible thing you can do. Hungering Hydra on 1. Why would you do that? Alright, so play Drowned Catacomb. Go to combat, swing in. We'll see if he understands this card. Alright, let's hit through. That's fine. Yeah, and then we play Departed Deckhand, which can still block this guy. I mean, maybe he has a pump spell. there we go. That's a pump spell. That is a good one. Yep, no blocks. Down to 14. Well, Pestilent Spirit should stop him from really swinging in for a while. So, Pestilent Spirit. Swing in for 3. And pass the turn. And we'll see if they have the Rabid Bite. Hungry Hydra with Blanchwood Armor is actually kind of interesting. It's a fun idea. Yep, if they swing in, this guy dies. Alright, and then we can hold up a blocker for the Nullhide Ferrex on the next turn, too. So, I'm still okay with where we're at. He's down to 1 card in hand. Yeah. So he decides not to block. Smart idea there. We're going to go ahead and get down Departed Deckhand. Godless Shrine tapped. We can't really afford to do anything else here. Swinging with Departed Deckhand, do I want to go aggressive and swing in here too? The issue is if they have removal. A Rabid Bite really hurts us here. We take a lot, actually. I don't think I need to be aggressive here. So just one attacker. I think we win by playing the long game at this point with Death Touchers. The issue is once they start getting Trample. None of these guys really have Trample yet. Alright, so they swing in. So they're going to keep a Ripjaw Raptor around. But we will go ahead and kill these guys because it's not a bad thing to do for us. And we have Vanquisher's Banner on the next turn, which makes these guys a little bit better. Ooh, and actually Cast Down. Alright, well, this might be the wrong play, but I'm going to pay the 2 life and play Vanquisher's Banner now on Spirit. This way we have card draw coming. We actually maximize our mana here. We can take 4, but doing 6 unblockable, we actually are winning the race. So we don't want to block him anyway. If he has Blanchwood Armor, it's a big hit, but it doesn't kill us. Alright, Fountain of Renewal. Does he have Artifact Removal? And it makes sense just to swing in. We don't really have anything hasty. Draws a card. He already went to combat, though, so... I mean, not that he has mana to spend anything on. Alright, down to 8. Alright, Cast Down. I mean, we could hold that just in case they play Blanchwood Armor or something like that, but just in case. We'll go ahead and get down for Foreboding Spirit, draw a card, Supreme Spirit Phantom. So we actually would have had lethal if I had played Departed Deckhand first. So I guess going for drawing is the better way to play. I misplayed there. So draw first, then cast down if you need to. But I did have lethal if I had just drawn first. And I should have held that until they had an actual creature, because green doesn't really have haste, typically. Rampage of the Clans, interesting. Gives me a Centaur. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and play that for fun. And because this guy wrote me out before, so, yeah, there we go. Alrighty. Alright, Summer of George. Bring it on. It is winter. Unfortunately, it's cold, at least in this part of the world. Interesting, we have the 2 colors, and we have stuff to play, so I'm going to keep this. I am actually going to get down Twilight Panther on turn 1 here, so keep this. Opponent's going first, so maybe we draw untapped land. But, I mean, this is an aggressive start with double Phantom. So, pay the 2 life, Twilight Panther. Blocks a lot of their hasty guys if this is mono red. They might shock it. Alright, there's Pyromancer. Yep, down to 16. Well, shocking doesn't feel good whenever you're up against mono red, so hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. But we will swing in. We are going to play a little bit aggressive because we have a very aggressive hand. So down to 18. I kind of want to race them. We have decent defenders against their guys as well. So if they swing in, it's probably because they have a shock. but they just Wizard's Lightning. Yep. And Lava Runner. Alrighty. Cast down. Well, let's just Supreme Phantom again, and no attacks. Down to 14. This is the deck I was interested to play. I really haven't tested it against mono red much yet. I think if we run into the Foreboding Spirits, it's pretty good. It just depends on how much they kind of kill our board first. Alright, well, we kill this guy. Being stuck on 2 lands is not going to be good for us here. There we go. Alright. Who do we want down? Let's go Remorseful Cleric, just because we at least get something out of it if they go to kill him. Yeah, right. Remorseful Cleric. Pass the turn. I mean, red really doesn't dig anything out of their graveyard ever. We might get, like, I mean, I guess risk factor is one thing. They are drawing quite a few lands. We are not. Ooh, Fanatical Firebrand. Alright, that was the reason not to play it. Well, yeah, that's right. Exiled your graveyard. Booyah. Which, I mean, it does turn off Lava Runner, so I guess that's... There's that. Yeah, let's go Departed Deckhand and pass the turn. And we'll either seal away or cast down. We'll see what we're up against. Seal away can kill... Alright. Can kill Rekindling Phoenix, or get rid of that. So I guess we're going to play cast down here. Alright, well, we have no more spirits. It's an issue. Ross's Contempt. Because they have 1 card in hand, I am going to go ahead and get this down now. I think we have a way out of this. We have to start drawing spirits. Or maybe like Vanquisher's Banner. We have to draw land too. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we need to have go right here. Well, let's Departed Deckhand. Pass the turn. We do have to end the game before it gets too out of hand. Like, we do need to actually kill them. Yeah, they targeted, it dies. Hopefully they had a shock there. You just missed that part of it. Alright, my turn. Godless Shrine tapped. Yep, that's fine. Pass the turn. Can't do nothing. Oh man, excuse me. Oh goodness. Well, I think this deck, I mean, I think it's playing pretty well. We have a chance. Ross's Contempt is semi-promising. It negates a Pyromancer at least. I'm hoping that we run into something bigger. Risk factor. Ooh. Can we take it? They've been holding on to cards for a while. I don't think we can. That just... Oh, that might just be game there. Risk factor's so powerful. I think it's a little overpowered, in fact. We'll go ahead and Ross's Contempt there. Silhouette still can stop something else. Well, all of the removal. We aren't really running a ton of removal in this deck. We just drawn into all of it. I mean, which I'm happy about. It's kept us alive, but with the risk factor here, he's just going to be able to find enough damage before too long. You have to be progressing the game, or at least giving them a clock as well, to have a chance at winning against mono red. They just draw so much damage. Every card they draw is going to be another 2 points somehow, you know, and so it's just a lot. Yep. Resolves. Discarded a land. Man. Decline. We go down to 7. If they had... Chain Whirly guy. Yeah. You got some more damage in hand too. Well, we will cast down. Pass the turn. Oh my gosh. If we had been drawing at least a couple spirits, we'd be able to do some damage, progress the game. But it's not looking like that's the case with this one. Yep, Chain Whirly guy. Lots of damage, yep. I think that they turned off the spectacle. I think maybe it's only for the person that's playing the deck, because before, I think both people were seeing it, and that was kind of annoying, where it's like, oh, now you know I have spectacle. But that's good. Unless I'm wrong. Let me know if I was wrong, if they weren't doing that beforehand. Do they just have enough damage here? I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already lost to them. Like, there's really no way I can come back because I don't have lifelink on, I think, anything. Pestilent Spirit. I mean, that is a fast clock, but 4 damage is all they need to do. Pass the turn. I'm going to play it out just because I don't like giving up when there's a small chance that they just have all lands. Lava Coil. Well, they are playing Lava Coils. That actually gives me a little bit more hope. Not everything is just damage. And we have Ross's Contempts to draw into for a little bit more life. I think I have 1 or 2 more. Or we can... Oh, man. How many spirits have we run into? I mean, we had a really heavy spirit opening hand, but... Alright, passing my turn. Memorial to Folly is at least something we can do next turn. But, I mean, guaranteed they just find damage here. We might look like we have counter spells up. Yeah, Wizard's Lightning. And you got something else? Yeah, we're gonna... Yeah. Ooh, light up the stage. Alright, there it is. Yeah, we can see it. That was long. Sorry to drag that one out. I know we had lost a long time ago with that one. There was a tiny bit of hope, and I don't like scooping too early. Terminator. Bring it on. And, yeah. Good hand again. A lot of white, but good against mono red with Foreboding Spirit. Conclave Tribunal. Yeah, we're going to keep this. That actually works well with Conclave Tribunal because you bring it down. They can't swing in the next turn. I guess it's if we had enough stuff already on the battlefield. It's good. I am going to pay the 2 life here again for Twilight Panther. The benefit of our deck is kind of filling the board early and then pumping stuff up. So I want to make that happen. Ooh, with a Phantom. Oh, man. Blue-green, this might be... This might be Turbo Fog, which is such a terrible deck to play against. Super annoying. Conclave Tribunal gives me a little bit of hope against Reclamation and stuff. So Isolated Chapel. Let's just go to combat first. I'll attack. So one nice thing is Foreboding Spirit actually really good against Merfolk right now. Merfolk can be really annoying, as I know a lot of you guys have run into. So there is that. But yeah, this is looking like Fog from what I can see. Yep. Teamer Control. Wilderness Reclamation. We're just going to keep swinging with these guys. I don't really want to overcommit to this board. They really don't have a lot of board removal, though, either. Down to 8. Well, let's get... I want to make sure that I can actually close out the game next turn if they don't have a Fog. So let's play that, and I want to keep at least a little bit on the board just in case they have... Alright, we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm trying to think of what kind of board wipes they could have. They aren't playing Gates. They aren't playing white from what I can tell, so they probably just have removal. Alright, there's Blink of an Eye, and that's actually totally fine. Yeah, please bounce that. Maybe Wilderness Reclamation here, but then they might have Fog. Alright, Supreme Phantom, see if it gets countered. Frilled Mystic. Boo. Alright, we're going to swing in. I'm guessing that, yeah, they just trade off here. That's fine. We just need to be putting on as much damage as we can here. Pass a turn. So that actually gives me a little bit of hope. I think this is the creature controlled teamer deck, which is pretty good. Yeah, Vivian Reed destroying this guy. Not that it does anything, but we're going to go ahead and sack and whatever. Well, did we just kill Vivian Reed while we can? Let's actually keep putting damage through. So Conclave Tribunal. On Vivian Reed, which they do have Blink of an Eye, so maybe that was the wrong play there, but this way we at least get to put him down to 2. And pass the turn. We aren't over committing to this board necessarily. We have a lot of good draws. And it's got to feel bad to try to answer my Twilight Panthers, you know? With like a Blink of an Eye or something like that that really doesn't do a whole lot. Yep, there's the Blink of an Eye. Gets to draw a card. I'll play Plains. Swing in for 1. And I think... I'm not sure if I want to overcommit here. Maybe I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. I don't think they really have... Maybe like a River's Rebuke. River's Rebuke is actually... I'm surprised how few people are playing River's Rebuke, especially with how much enchantment removal there is right now. I feel like it's such a good card if you're playing any sort of ramp at all. Alright, good game. Hopefully that's a concede. Alright, there we go. Well, deck performed okay without really doing much of anything there. So, yeah, I like it. Well, there you guys have Esper Spirits, and I think it performed fairly well. It wasn't ever like, oh wow, so amazing. It's just one of those kind of like, it's kind of like a Merfolk type deck. Like you just are creating enough value out of having creatures and pumping them, and they're cheap creatures that are kind of evasive, and everything. And so I think it's a good deck altogether. I think it can be improved here and there. Maybe numbers, maybe another Radiant Destiny. I don't know. Actually, I like it. I'm not sure if you go down something else for Confront the Assault. Maybe just more removal. But overall, I think the deck is good. I think it does a lot of stuff we're wanting to. Remorseful Cleric for any graveyard stuff, which we haven't seen a ton of. But it does stop Risk Factor, a couple other things. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.